What's going on, everybody? Doc, your average gamer, guys. Back again. MTG Arena action. Time for some Duskmourn Arena Open. Let's get into it. We're going to test our luck. We're going to see if we can make it to day 2. These are cool, actually. I don't always enjoy the sleeves, but this is pretty neat. I do like that. All right. Hoping for at least a moderately good sealed pool. We did a bunch of sealed of Duskmourn so far. What do we got? All right, well, Slasher, Overlord, Council. These are pretty solid. And the Balloon Man. We really could look to go just off of this. Kind of cool that we have Thornspire Verge, right? You never really want to, draft these, but I don't hate that this is here. We have the option certainly to go like a red-white build around Jolly Balloon Man. We could also go like a red-black build with Unstoppable Slasher. Let's see what the rest of the pool has, and we will go from there. Let's see how our white here is. Possessed Goat, decent 1-drop. Do like Sheltered by Ghosts. Bliskandal is pretty good in the right build. 2 C's from Slumber. White looks okay. Living Twin, Living Phone, Unsettling Twins. Lots of targets for Living Phone here with Escort, so that could be pretty decent. And of course the Dazzling Theater. This is pretty interesting, although I don't know how effective the ramp piece of this ends up being, but the prop room side is very good. CR Blue, 3 Enter the Enigma. It's not terrible, it's just not great. Would love to see 3 Unable to Scream, but that and the Stay Hidden, Stay Silent with the Vessel is pretty good. Fear of Isolation is nice. I don't hate Stalked Researcher. We have the Vendril. So blue just looks like it's pretty solid in... it's got a little... It's got a couple of the loops that we would look for, but nothing crazy here. Triple Final Vengeance. Wow. Okay. A Murder, Stick Twister, Intervention, Fear of Lost Teeth, Commune with Evil. I think we're going to be in black. Slasher, Let's Play a Game, Fear of the Dark. That's pretty solid. Let's see how the red is. We got Norin. It's interesting as we could pair Norin up with the Overlord and get double triggers on it. If it gets blocked. That's just gross. Violent Urge is pretty good. Hand That Feeds is solid. This Valuable Slayer, Inferno. Beastie's okay. Let's see how the green is looking. Coordinated Clobbering. Vigor is nice. Manifest Dread, Wary Watchdog. Survivor. Altanac. Gosh, it's like every color we have is like decent. There's some good playables in it. We might be 3-color here today, which I hate to do. I love Gremlin Tamer, but I don't think we're going to be white-blue. Skullcap, we could splash into blue, maybe. Fear of Infinity, which is pretty good. Wow, we have double red-green, green-black. The BC Beatdown. Is our red and our green good enough? Maybe. Maybe we go like red, green, black. That might not be bad. We got the fixing for those. Jolly Balloon. We lose out on Jolly Balloon Man. This is great if we have a whole bunch of ETB enters. Excuse me, enters. Keep wanting to say ETB. Double Bear Trap, Keys to the House, Glimmerlight. We don't have a ton of rooms. Keys to the House could be nice if we go 3 colors, though, to help us fix. We do got some manifest action here. It's not too bad. Defiant Survivor, Beastie. Kona's kind of interesting, although probably not. I think we definitely want to play red. The thing is do we have anything? What else do we have that enters that would be good? Here's the problem with all these Final Vengeance. Great removal spell. Do I have enough things to actually sacrifice to utilize them is going to be the other problem. We don't have any kind of token generation, do we? We have Manifest here with white. I just don't know if our white is good enough. I think our black is going to be good enough. I don't think we have any demon triggers here. Our red seems pretty aggressive. You know, most valuable Slayer tied in. You know, things like Hand That Feeds is pretty good. You know, Impossible Furnace, Painter Studio, you know, isn't bad. Double Beastie, we got a good top end there. You know, Clobbering, Vigor, you can Manifest Dread. You know, Beastie Beatdown is pretty good. I just don't see us being able to fit white in here for Jolly Balloon Man. And I really just don't have a ton of... I don't have a ton of enters triggers is the thing. Really on any of these. I think we play black and red just because that's where our bombs are. And I think their colors are good enough. I think green has some good stuff. I mean, Thresher is solid. You know, Beastie solid. All right, we're gonna build. We'll be back. See where we land. Okay, I think this is where we're gonna land. Here's the nice part. We have a really smooth curve. 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s into our 6s. We have some fixing here with Bedhead Beastie. We have the Spine Seeker. We have the Keys to the House. Wary Watchdog. Really, we're heavy in Delirium. Heavy into Delirium. We got Stick Twister that cares. Hand That Feeds. We got Spine Seeker here. We got the Wicker Folk. And then we have a handful of other things. You know, Possible Inferno, Beastie Beatdown. I mean, we're just heavy into the Delirium piece, right? We got I feel like a pretty good Sweeter removal. The one thing I'm not... See, this is really tough. It's one of those things where I'm tossing back and forth between playing Impossible Inferno or a second Final Vengeance. I just don't have a lot of good options for throwing enchantments. I'm not playing any rooms here, and I don't have really any recursion, so I don't really want to be sacrificing a ton of creatures. Now, this is a fantastic effect, but it feels pretty bad if we're having to, you know, essentially get rid of one of our creatures that we can't get back in order to do that. Now, I don't mind that early, or to trigger Delirium feels pretty good. But I think we'll run this. We have a pretty decent suite of removal, though. I think good options throughout the course of the game. Let's Play a Game has been really good, I think, especially again if you can trigger into Delirium. We have a couple of artifact creatures which are going to help us. I've got a couple of enchantment creatures that should help us. So I feel pretty good about getting Delirium. So quick stats check here. 14 creatures, 10 non. We're at a 3 average. Got some instants, enchantments. We are running 16 land, but I feel okay with that with how our curve is. And again, we've got some fixing with Keys to the House, Spine Seeker. We can, you know, Mountain Cycle the Beastie here. So let's hope this is good enough. Let's get to the games. All right, we're doing the best of one here. Gosh, this would be so good if we had a green source. I can't keep it. All right, I think we keep this. This is tough. We keep this. I think we have to bottom the Thresher. This is good here. This is not bad. We can Spine Seeker Sentinel. We can Surveil here. I hate to have to mulligan. We're playing best of one here, so match one. All right. Well, we're generally online. I need another black source here. I'm going to keep that because we can Spine Seeker Sentinel next turn, find our other black source. Be pretty well online here. Get our 4th land here. What I'd want to be able to do is Defiant Survivor and then Violent Urge if possible. I probably just block with the Centipede here. There's a Hardened Escort. They're not going to take that bait. Here's the question. Bring the attacks, try to get in some damage, and then throw Wary Watchdog. To be able to surveil. I think we attack Wary Watchdog. I think we'll get in for the damage. Let's see what they got here. Yep, they're going to take it. Okay. You have the Murder as backup. You get to surveil, so that feels pretty good. I'm going to pitch this land. Keep working towards Delirium. And then we'll drop the Survivor here. Survivor gets online can be pretty good. Now the next turn, depending on what they play here, yeah, they're going to take that out. I kind of figured that. Double Scorching Dragonfire. Wow. Okay. Our hand is just full of removal here, so let's see what they play. We'll pop this. I just don't want them to be able to do both this turn. This is awkward. All right, I got 15 creatures. I need one of them. We've had 3 go to the bin here. We have to murder this. We got Delirium online. Okay. This is going to be really sad if we just keep drawing lands here. Looks like they're in the same boat, though, so... Oh my gosh, and then I can't play the Bedhead Beastie. I'm really at no... I'm under no pressure here, so... Taking 1 a turn isn't really a big deal. I have to just run this out, I think. See if they have a removal spell for this. I imagine they do. Yep, I figured that was coming. I have to assume that they have... Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I'm about to start taking a whole bunch of damage here. I need a 3 power creature to take out Fear of Being Hunted. Stop with the lands. Come on. I'm running 16 lands. That is so frustrating, dude. And we binned one already. Gosh. Yeah. GG's. I'm dead. There's just nothing. If they got a removal spell. Because I can coordinated clobbering. Why would they do that? Why wouldn't they put the 1/1 there? They're just trying to move the power around, which makes sense. Basically keep me dead. Wow, what a game. What a first match. That is so frustrating. They had good targeted removal, right? So did we. We, you know, trade resources here, but man, the double scorching dragon fire was just brutal. And then we just didn't draw any threats. I mean, we had 4 mana. We were in a really good position if we could just draw some actual creatures to make use of a couple of our spells, right? So just being able to get one creature, you know, when the Fear of Hunted got played, if we would have drawn a creature that turn, you know, coordinated clobbering, take that out. You know, they still make these a little bit bigger, but then we can represent a blocker and or have something good happen with Violent Urge. That's a tough first loss. Okay, match number 2. I don't really particularly like this, but it's good enough to keep. We're going to have all of our colors here. I don't really have a good curve, but hopefully they start a little slow. The nice part is we'll be able to get to 4 mana pretty efficiently here. So if we draw a 5th, we're pretty well online there. I'm gonna need creatures again. I'm running 15 creatures. It's not like I'm creature light. That last game was a little tilting for me. All right, there's Most Valuable Slayer. He's good. He'll pair up nicely here. Spineseeker. An early Gremlin Tamer. Not particularly good for us. We're about to get go wided here. I'm not too concerned about this. I think we do this. Find another swamp. Most Valuable Slayer will be able to get in. We're going to take some damage here for sure. If I'm them, I'm just cracking this Rotunda. Making them bigger, getting another guy. Or they bounce it. Or they tap it down. Okay. Just going to get go wided here. Do I have a good 2 mana play? I can Defiant Survivor Keys to the House. Or I can hand that feeds keys to the house. This is the way I'm going to go. I'm in trouble of getting overrun here. I guess I could have Final Vengeance that onto the Gremlin Tamer. They look like they're stuck on lands here, but this isn't going to matter because they're about to get a whole bunch of 1/1s. I have to get this Gremlin Tamer off of the battlefield. Has to be my goal. The good part is it represents a good block. Still going to take a decent chunk of damage here. Like, you just Rotunda, right? Get another guy, make 2 of them 2/2s, attack with all of them. Goodness gracious. Sure. I take 6 damage. I don't know that I can win this. I'm going to find a mountain. Okay, this is about the best I could hope for here. The life gain might be really, really good. This cruise for 1. God, I hate that. I think Gremlin Tamer was a much bigger issue. Like, they can power that up. I'm gonna need another. Yeah, this makes sense. I'll make two guys. They crew this. Essentially can get in for 6 damage. I think Defiant Survivor, though, not blocking here is the play. My gosh, what a good let's play a game. Let's start here. Take the damage. Oh man, land artifact instant. Do I final vengeance the centipede to kill one of the 2/2s? This might seem a little crazy, but I think we do this. Get rid of a 2/2 here. This gets me Delirium, and I do all of it. They get the 3 life, they lose the 3 life. Oh, that's huge. I feel like that was a huge, huge turn for us. We make him pitch 2 cards. That was... Whew. This might be the stabilizing play we need. What did they pitch here? Gosh, that could have been really good. They can't draw cards. They didn't draw a land. They're getting really screwed on lands, but now they can they can activate Hovership and get in. Yep. Get in for 2. But now I have the removal spell. Gosh, I'm 1 point of damage away. They found us. They found it. Okay. We get to manifest dread. And then I'm gonna win. What a freaking game. What a game. Holy moly. Wow. Holy. Oh. We stabilized there. That was... Let's play a game. I don't care what happens for the rest of this. Let's play a game. That was an MVP play to give us the life that we need, get some cards out of their hand, but more importantly, to get rid of all those the little guys. Whew. Okay. We're keeping. We got the slasher. Can we slash to victory is going to be the question. We're playing against a white deck, which has some options to hard remove Mr. Slasher. Gosh, another one of these. Well, let's see what you got here, because we're gonna start punching here pretty hard. Yeah, I knew that was coming instantly. Of course. I don't have any way. Yeah, I don't have any way to remove that, I don't think. I'm killing this immediately. We'll start funneling. Windbreaker's nice. Gosh, these blue-white decks are going to be a challenge, and I have a feeling I'm going to be playing against a lot of them today. Five-4 is pretty good. See if they got another trapped in the screen. Wow. Okay. I just gotta beat. Oh my gosh. They had some bombs. Some folks got some bombs today. What do I have? 2 instants in here? Yeah. All right, I need some creatures. How about my Overlord? That would be great. Let me get my Overlord. Let me get my bomb, you know? You already smoked my one. Already smoked my one. Yeah, make a 1/1. This is all fine. Yep. I can kill the Hardened Escort and take out all the 1/1s. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. I would have loved to be able to, you know. Ah, Ah, that is... Well, that stinks. That stinks. And that stinks too. We're gonna be able to make these things big. They can basically do both of these. Oh, they can manifest. That's pretty good. And then put 1/1s on it. That's pretty good. I'm gonna be in a tough spot here, I think. Come on, lands. Am I just dead here? 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have to Final Vengeance. I had to Final Vengeance that. Yeah, they just had better top end draws. I mean, this is going to be where my deck just can't hold up. I can't keep up with all of these small token creating decks. I mean, I probably let's played a game a little too soon. I'm really not under a ton of pressure, but what I didn't want was for them to put the 1/1s on it, and then they get out of range of being able to get killed. And I didn't obviously anticipate them having another grand entryway. I mean, double Gremlin Tamer, Overlord. Like, this is such a good deck. That's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, and then I have to play the Slasher, I feel like, right there on curve. If this doesn't get dealt with, it pressures an immense amount. But to run right into a turn 3 trapped in the screen is just really unfortunate. Okay, we're 2 losses in. We gotta go perfect. Okay, we got our 3 colors. Yeah, we'll keep. This is good. Here's the thing. I felt this deck actually feels pretty good. Feels pretty dang good. I'm generally pretty happy with this. Do I need the Verge? I'll keep it. I'll keep it. It helps fix. I'm not under any pressure here. We can just run out of Lost Teeth here. I was like, what can they interact with? In green-white. The deck's felt pretty good. It really has. I feel like we've been in all of these games. Now, see, this might be a little excessive here, but get rid of that. We get another 3 points, 4 points of damage in. We have Beastie Beatdown here. We're close to Delirium. Maybe I should have thrown... They're gonna let me hit for 3. I could be in range of loot if I attack. This is really dangerous, but if they have a removal spell here for Beastie Beatdown, the only good part here is I have, if it ends up dying, as long as it's not exiled, well, that's gonna cause me to lose half my life. This is really tough. I think I think we beat this down. I'll just have to hope we find another removal spell. Is going to be the key. Oh, this is so bad. If they have a jump scare... Okay. Whew. This only blocks one of this. Am I just dead? If they have a pump spell, I'm dead. Wow. That is so... Oh my god. I have to... They have to have it. I have to make that play there. Because if I do that, I'm dead anyways. Right? I guess we keep Wicker Folk, but this thing has Trample, First Strike. Gosh, that is so frustrating. What a frustrating Arena Open. This deck was, I feel like, pretty solid. I really do. This definitely was not a one-win deck, but we came up against some just insane pools. Now that was a great play. I will say that. Pitching that and then emerging it, gaining the life. Because if they don't gain the life there, obviously if they don't bring this back, but if that's like a different creature and they don't gain the life there, I'm able to make this block more confidently because the hand that feeds has menace, right? But for them to have the removal spell, it was a good race is essentially what we were doing. I really kind of walked into the slasher hitting us by only putting out one creature there, and that part was a little tough, right? Them trapping the screen, the beastie was, you know, essentially the one of the few things that couldn't happen where I do end up taking the cut in life here. Gosh, that's frustrating. Well, a very, very frustrating 5,000 gems loss in the Arena Open. I really thought the deck was pretty solid. Really, really nice curve. What's great, you know, 14 creatures. I just, that first match, if we just don't flood out, we are only playing 16 land too, is the crazy thing. I'm in the way of it probably. So just to run out that many lands and not get any interaction or any creatures was pretty frustrating. I felt like we were able to very successfully get Delirium online. We didn't see any of our bombs, I feel like. We saw Slasher once, but it got trapped in the screen right away. We didn't see Bilges at all, which is absolutely game-changing. And we would have had the opportunity to cast this quite a few times in basically all the matches we lost. We had the mana to be able to get this online. If this jams, just stays around for a turn, probably really changes the game. We didn't see Stick Twister at all, which was kind of interesting. Violent Urge we made good use of. I don't know. I feel like, you know, we had a really good MVP play with Let's Play a Game. Really nice curve, good sweeter removal. Thought we were able to remove. I think one thing again, we had other Final Vengeances. I just didn't have the sack outlets to really power that up, and I think that was the challenge for us. You know, we had 3 Final Vengeance. I didn't have any of the manifesting rats or anything that's really good to get rid of. A Disturbing Mirth would have been insane. Just really didn't get a ton of good room support either. I guess Painter Studio, this one's not bad. I maybe could have thought about playing this, but I just thought I had better options there. That's tough. That's really tough. That's the way it goes sometimes. That's Magic. That's just really frustrating to only secure one win with what I thought was, like I said, a pretty solid deck. So there's a world in which I jump into another one of these because I don't like this result. I at least like to try to get, into 4 or 5 wins. I think our play is good enough to at least try to do that and certainly push towards that 7. But I hope you enjoyed. I don't always show the losses. Sometimes it's a little brutal, a little tilting, but the Arena Open, I figured we'll show all of our games here, and just an unfortunate turn and some great decks. We ran into some really good decks on the back end. So if you enjoy MTG Arena action or pack openings, be sure to stick around and flash some socials. Do the YouTube thing, trying to get to 1,000 subs. First, a big milestone for the channel. We'd appreciate all the support. We do pack openings every Wednesday. I have a whole bunch of really fun stuff queued up for that. In addition, we do a whole bunch of MTG Arena action, draft, sealed, jump into a whole bunch of stuff. Been doing a lot of Duskmourn recently. Honestly, prepping up for the Open. So kind of an unfortunate end to this, but if you enjoy any of that, we have 2 playlists for those. Links in the description if you want to check out our socials, all that good stuff. We'd appreciate all the support, and let me know in the comments how your Arena Open went. We'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Peace.